sun is a little bright this morning, and so one side of my face probably looks dark. But I'm sitting up on my balcony and enjoying my coffee this morning. Been working on searching out camera equipment, seeing what's out there and stuff like that, you know, boom mics. I found a framework that you can put a cell phone into. It adds another lens and it has a boom mic on it. But I think I would have to get a different tripod for that one. This tripod I'm using for here will hold my cell phone. And I have another one that'll hold my camcorder. But I think that framework that I'm looking at requires a different type of tripod, and I don't want to buy a whole bunch of different tripods. So I'm working on some of that stuff, and I want to start composting. I've got some weeds and things I've pulled to begin that, and we could probably just compost right on the ground, but then we're going to be spreading out too much. But my wife and I have been started to watch videos on composting, you know, and watching people who have already done it. She has done some, so she has some knowledge. And one of the things she mentioned, that when we cut the grass, you know, we can take that grass and put that in the compost, and I just have to put the bag on my lawnmower and use that and collect it, take it back there, and, you know, dump it there. But it's a long way back. I was picturing doing it about halfway, where you see that roll across. That's a dead tree that fell across where the grass growing up. But take it to the top, right up there, top end of the property on the hill, and do the composting up there. And I'm trying to figure out if it's better to do it in the sunlight or in the shade. What's going to be better for it? What's going to work best? But somebody was using just pallets they could pick up, free pallets, and use them to build a framework. And I thought, you know, that's not too bad. I guess there's a lot of things that can be used. And sometimes I think about, okay, what's easiest to get, what's, you know, quick, setting stuff up, you know, and pallets seem pretty good, so I don't know. And you could go too deep and just put a board across the top to secure two of them together. It wouldn't be that hard, you know, because they'll just set on the ground anyway. It's not like you got to have a foundation for them or anything. But seems like that's what we're going to start with. You know, all the weeds have been pulling out of the flower beds and stuff like that. Seeing we still have some pretty big wasps out here this time of year. One just flew up and landed on the house, and it went up in the gutter there somewhere. But we're preparing for that, and I would really like to buy a lawn tractor, because that's a long walk back there. You know, not that I can't do it, but, you know, when we're hauling stuff back and forth, you know, it's going to be a lot of work. So I'd like to get one of those, a little trailer. I would love to be able to get a rototiller for the back of the tractor. And it'll save a lot of work when I dig up that field back there. And so we'll see how that goes. But I think we got a, you know, a good start, you know, clean out those flower beds and saving those weeds in a pile, and at least getting the wheelbarrow for right now, that we can move stuff around. So I guess it's a little bit at a time. You know, doing a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, a little bit the next day, and enjoying what you're doing. So that's what we're working on, and I got some job referrals lined up. I'm going to probably have to, you know, get a job soon, and you know, just sustain me. So the camera stopped all at once. I have no idea why. Oh well. I've been using a remote, and it has Bluetooth, and I've been having problems with this. Um, and it came with the tripod I got. So it may be a cheap make. For a while I thought maybe the batteries were, maybe going bad or whatever. So maybe something in it turns it off after a certain amount of time. I don't know. But the remote is a convenience. It's not a necessity for the camera. And because even if I didn't, reach up, start it, reach back, I just cut that part out later anyway. So I don't know. I buy cheap stuff sometimes and wish I hadn't. But, so yeah. So I'm looking at possibilities of what we can do back there. And my wife has a lot of ideas for flowers in the front. And she's very good at this. She knows a lot about them. I've got a few ideas. And so we're going to work on that together. We're pretty much a team, and we make a good team. And so I'm enjoying this. I think she is too. It's just right now it's a lot of work getting everything put away, getting the boxes, unpacked. And I still got to take a drive. I think I'm going to do it today and empty the large storage I have. Because it's almost middle of the month. Well, pretty much is middle of the month, I think. Yeah, today's the 15th. So I don't want to wait till the last minute. I want to go up there and, get that cleaned out. And the rest of the stuff in there, get that in the back of the truck. I got another truck box I'm going to put in there. I may not leave it in there, I don't know. But I'm probably going to need that for drywall tools anyway. So that may go back on. I left it out for moving so I could just put stuff in. I had more of an I got 2 boxes on there that aren't real big, so I had room to put other stuff in there, moving and stuff, and the smaller bins and boxes would slide under the truck boxes. So I'm working on some of that stuff. And then I've got 2 smaller storage units locally, and I want to get over and start bringing some of that stuff, because that's got our utensils for the kitchen in there, things like that. And my wife is very overwhelmed with everything in the house, so some of that I'm just going to bring a few things, put them in the basement, for now, and then as we need them, bring them up. And there's things in the house now I may take down in the basement, help relieve her stress. She's doing a lot because she works at home, and then after she's done doing her job, then she's working on the house, and I'm going all day long too, pretty much, from the time I get up till the time I go to bed, doing something. So I hope that you'll keep watching, and as we grow and develop, that you come along on the journey with us and enjoy the ride, and we're probably going to make a lot of mistakes. We're human. Don't pick on us. Just follow along and forgive us at every step of the way, as we'll forgive you. But it's nice. I just like really being out here, away from the big cities. We do have a good bit of traffic here, but it's like kind of a main drag going between some of the cities. And so, we got our bedroom right in the front, but we're going to change it, I think, put the bed in the back room so we don't hear all that at night. My wife is a light sleeper, and I picked up a pellet rifle a while back, and I got room down there to shoot that, and it's a good varmint gun, and you do have to be careful with them, because they can kill, and so I'm very careful of it. I keep it very secure, in a secure place, and so that's just something I'm going to do in my spare time. I probably won't do videos on it and stuff, You know, I mean, there's guys that do them, you know, and you know, see how many cans they can shoot at one time, or within a few seconds, you know. And I'm just mostly about homesteading, and you know, my pellet gun is more of a varmint gun in case we ever run into a common stuff. But I chose the Gammo, and it will shoot at 1,300 feet per second. It's, you know, it's a 177 caliber, you know, so it has more velocity. I do understand that the 22 caliber will pack more of a punch, and but I chose the 177 because I wanted the distance, you know, the velocity, and it is a nice rifle, and so, well, we're looking forward to, you know, doing as much as we can here. You know, I'd like to say a lot, but I don't know if we'll do a lot. We're just going to do as much as we can. And so I hope you enjoyed the journey with us. And you know, as we you know, work here and do what we have to do, and you know, learn and grow. Let's learn and grow together. You know, we're open to suggestions also. So I'll be looking forward to, you know, hearing from people as they have knowledge and stuff, and we can help each other as a community too, even online. You know, we share what we know and what we're learning, and vice versa. You know, I visit other channels too, and learn more from them. You know, and so we want to share what we've learned and add to the community. So thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. That'll help us greatly. And you know, as we're going, whole new state, whole new environment, but we're excited about it. Thanks for watching.